Welcome, everyone. November 13th, 2025, to the Dr. Greg Show. How are you? Hope you're doing good. We have lots of updates today. Hey, Silly Goose. Hey, Big Art City. How's it going? We got some cool news going on. Had our first organizational meeting for MAVA, Make America Vaccinated Again. It's our 501c4 guys, our lobbying group that we are founding in order to influence and stop these MAHA bills from stopping these anti-science, anti-public health bills. And we had some awesome progress made, so that was really cool. Got some volunteers and have some people that are helping me that are spearheading it, which is amazing. And yeah, I mean, it's so cool. It's so cool to actually see this thing coming around and to actually see things happening with it. It's actually wild. Really excited for it. Big thing that we need to do soon today, hopefully, get the paperwork done for the 501c4. We have to incorporate it into California. So basically, it's kind of like forming an LLC. And then you got to do the paperwork. There's like 5 forms I got to sign out. And then that should be it. That's it. I got the name. Thank you. I got the name figured out of the umbrella corporation that we are founding. So Make America Vaccinated Again is going to be a subgroup, like a division of the larger thing. Yeah, so that'd be cool. And that's it, guys. It's gonna be cool. Going to be taking donations. Unfortunately, since it's a 501c4, it's not going to be tax. It's not going to be tax exempt. Like, you can't write it off. Unfortunately, that is a big problem. But it's, basically, if we want to deal with politics at all, if we want to lobby people, if we want to actually get involved with politics and support candidates and get involved with campaigns, then we have to make it a 501c4, not a 501c3. 501c3 is tax exempt. So that's an educational thing. So if we, maybe in the future, if we have like a science educational kind of thing, then maybe we can do that. But as of now, we're just going to go with the 501c4 because our target is the midterms. We are going to target the midterms, and we're going to target the primaries coming up, and we're going to try to get people to make a pledge to defend vaccines, to support vaccine science, and that's going to be it. That's going to be what we're going to do. We are going to get people on the record supporting vaccines, and it'll be it'll be good. I think that's going to be our angle. I'm excited. You guys excited? I'm excited. Thank you. Hey, Island. How's it going? Thanks for coming in. TMK, it's not that hard, man. I use lotion. That's what I use for my hair. That's it. It's awesome because I can mold it and I can still, it gives it some weight and it's not like sticky like wax or pomade. I just put it's like basically leave-in conditioner, for your hair. And because I hate getting my hands all sticky, I've never liked pomade and stuff for that reason. So that's what I do. You want to see the exact lotion? I get because I'm old, man. I get like cracks and stuff in my skin if I don't moisturize. So I had all this extra lotion, and I was like, what's going on there? And And then I just came to the realization, oh my gosh, if I could just put the lotion in my hair, it would be like a leave-in conditioner. How often do seniors get the RSV vaccine? I don't know. That's a good question. I'm not a physician, so that would be a good thing to ask your physician for sure. I don't know if it's RSV is. Oh, thank you, Michael. I appreciate that. Thank you. I don't know if it's a yearly one. Probably not. I would assume not. Oh, really, Uncle? That'd be, yeah. Yeah, I always liked my hair the day after, or just like showering or something, just because of that extra weight. And now, kind of like leaving that lotion in there, kind of helps, kind of brings that same feel without having the leave-in conditioner or something like that. So, also, I've been reaching out and trying to network to debate YouTube shows, debate YouTube channels, trying to do like a publicity tour. So hopefully that'll work out. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Trying to put my hat in the ring a bunch of different places, and we'll see how it goes. One of the ones that's like super red pill and hosts like straight up like Christian white nationalists that are like advocating for an ethno state was like I freaking DM'd me back that she was like, they were like, vaccines? Like, I don't know, that's too contentious of a topic. I don't know if I can cover that. And I'm like, what do you mean, dude? What do you mean you can't cover vaccines, but you can cover white Christian nationalists and what, the fact that they want an ethno state? Like, in what world is that what? Hey, Manny. It's crazy. I mean, there's literally 400 anti-science bills in the states right now going through, and we can't even talk about them. We can't even talk about them on these YouTube channels. Like, are you kidding me? Do you want to say how many times you've been sick since you've been vaccinated? I don't know. I mean, I've never been tested positive for SARS-CoV-2 or had COVID-19. So, yeah. But people do get sick with them. Yeah, absolutely. It's like, you can get the flu after getting the flu vaccine too. It doesn't mean that the flu vaccine isn't safe and effective. Good, man. Yeah, man, it was good. The Yeah, it was a good day, good organizational day for MAVA. It was really cool getting everything off the ground, running. And yeah, guys, I think it's gonna take off. I really do. I think it's getting the pressure to do the pledge, and we've got to figure out what the pledge is. That is a big question. That is a big question. What is, so modeling this after, back in my day. Hey, Skog, back in my day, we used to have Grover Norquist in the early, like, George W. Bush days. He would go around to all the Republicans and say, no new taxes pledge. Like, you had to pledge to have no new taxes. That was it. And it was a really, like, big thing in politics that, like, you took the pledge, I can't raise it, or this guy's going to come after me, and I've already said that. So the idea is to get these politicians, and especially during a primary season and coming up, I want them to pledge that they're going to support vaccines, or that they think that vaccines are safer than the diseases that they protect us from. Something like that. I think that's a good one, but it's a little longer. That's a little long. So I want to, and it has to be all vaccines, because the problem is that if you ask RFK if he supports vaccines, he would say yes, but he would say that he supports safe vaccines, but yet no vaccines clear that burden, and that's the problem, right? That's the burden that he has. We can look at some things written by other lobbyists like the ACLU. Yeah, that's a good idea. Grover wanted the federal government small enough to drown in a bathtub. Yeah, I know. That was such a weird quote that he had. That was so weird. It was a very weird quote. So, yeah. Yeah, I think it's going to be a big one. Hi. I think it'll has to be like, I can't be, do you support vaccines? That might be too broad, because like I said, RFK would say yes to that question. And there are some that might say no, but not enough. I don't think that's like so obvious, to say no. I don't know, but no new taxes is an obvious one too. I share. So I'm thinking like, I don't know, pledge to something about them being dangerous, that the virus is being more dangerous than the vaccine. I don't know what the language is yet, but yeah, guys, it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be cool. We're on the website right now. Pledge to support vaccines, vaccine research, public health. Yeah, I feel like I want it to be shorter than that. I know exactly, Miss Cake. I think like that's my initial inclination too, but I feel like you have to like keep it really grounded and really short. Are you willing to support policies grounded in scientific data and research? Yeah, I think it's they would say it, but in their minds they support the gold standard science. So yeah, exactly. I agree. So in their mind, they support gold standard science, but all the standards, all the science that's happening now isn't gold standard, and that's the problem. So yeah, no, I haven't. No, I haven't. So I don't know. I don't know what it's gonna be, but anyway, we can figure that out later. Um, let's see. I wanted to do something real quick while we're just talking. Dude, I cannot. Freaking science. No, gold standard science is like they're a super high level, high bar that they want to see in science. That's like impossible to actually get to. Dude, are you serious? My keyboard is not working. I can't use my keys. I don't know what the hell's happening. I got like keys stuck or something. One of my keys is stuck. The hell? Okay, swap out keyboards here. Oh, I didn't see that now. I mean, she's very weird. It is very weird how like, I don't know. It's hard, like the grieving process. I don't know. She does seem to be moving on pretty quickly. Okay, it's not just the keyboard. I don't have no idea what's going on. It's like sticky keys or something. I don't know what's happening. I might have to restart my computer, guys. I don't know what's happening. And my keyboard's not working. I just swapped out the keyboard. Didn't work. Yeah. Yeah, it probably is, Doug, but I'm kind of in the middle of something, You're not wrong, but the Windows key is working, and the tab key is working. Oh, it seems like the alt key is stuck down. How's the alt key stuck down? Oh, there we go. Okay, fixed it. All right, I don't know what I was doing though. Oh, I know what I was doing. Yeah, I got it. Is for some reason my alt was locked down. It's crazy that I just saw a death in WoW Hardcore that had the exact same problem. It's crazy. Anyone else see Ozzy die in Stranglethorn Vale? Heo killed him. Anyone? Nobody? All right, fine. Fine. Well, guess who's the nerd now, huh? Who's not you guys. Not you guys. Not you. All right. My fiance is freaking out about what? That you play WoW? Oh no. Uh, exactly, Manny. I'm coming for you guys. Alt Shift keys get stuck down if there's a coming. Oh, interesting. All right, guys. I got to do something real quick. I'm doing something behind the scenes. Behind the scenes. Almost done. Almost done. You guys will know when I see it, when I do it. Cool. All right, guys. I'm going to announce the name of the word. So, I have a couple of 501c. MAVA is going to be like our vaccine advocacy program. So we're going to have, it's very pointed for vaccines specifically. But I also have an idea of lobbying and influencing legislation that's passed that's pro-science. So basically creating a legislation exchange where pro-science, pro-public health legislation can be written and then passed between states so that we can actually get them passed. Paul, I'm completely transparent. My PhD is in my link tree. It's all there, bro. It's all public. So I'm like the most transparent streamer that you've ever seen. So you're not looking hard enough, bro. So thank you, Dan. Yeah, I fixed it. Thank you. I appreciate you. Yeah. So, but basically MAVA is going to be the vaccine advocacy side, right? And then the other side is going to be the legislation that we are passing legislation, influencing legislation, that kind of thing. So it's like a science policy wing and a vaccine advocacy wing. I thought that this shirt said MAGA and it was about to leave. Oh yeah, it's MAVA. Make America Vaccinated Again. Boom. You can get lots of all in the TikTok shop. Check it out. So we were voting on this in the Discord, and we came to a conclusion. Well, Paul, we've already stopped like a half a dozen of the Trump bills in the state, and we just started. So we've already succeeded. So you can watch us though. I'm not going to ban you, so you can keep watching, dude. What class do I play? I mean it mattered. I really liked. I'm a rogue for a little bit, druid. I really liked the paladin. Paladin tank was really fun in Wrath. That was probably my favorite. I really want to do like classic plus, like probably play paladin, just because it's so fun to have all your utility without having to shift forms. Like I love the druid utility and I love stealth form, but stealth is amazing. Stealth is really fun. Makes me really want to play my rogue again, but there's just something about tanking and healing, which was really fun, that I really loved. So yeah, I like tanking dungeons. Like that's like how dungeons and PvP. healing in PvP, tanking dungeons. That's that. So paladin works well. Anyway, so today, going to announce the name of the one that we are going to choose for the policy group. Guys, it's a pretty cool one. It's hit number 2. The one that was number 1 that we voted for had vaccine in the name, and this is the policy arm, so I don't want vaccine in the name here. This is bigger picture. So, thank you for everyone that voted. Thank you. It is, drum roll please, safe. Science and freedom for everyone. Health measures keep society open. And I like the tagline, freedom to live fully. Hey, Renee. We are choosing safe, guys. Safe is the thing. Yeah, it's going to be awesome. So safe is going to be the big umbrella corp name. And it's going to be cool because like if we have like it plays on their moniker of healthy, make America healthy again. You know what I mean? Like the whole problem with going against healthy measures, you sound crazy. You don't want people to be healthy. What are you, out of your mind? So that's the whole thing, right? We need to create a moniker and a name that we are saying, wait, you wouldn't want to be that? And oh, cool, Diamond. All right, nice. So that's what the safe flow thing is. It's genius. It's really smart. So science and freedom for everyone. So the idea is that safe, it would be like a safe bill, a bill that we created in our public policy wing. It would be a safe bill, safe approved, safe blank, So then it's like, what would you choose? The safe bill or the what? The dangerous bill? Why would you only choose the safe one? It's a good idea. It's good for marketing. It's good for just that idea. I love the word self for self-awareness. Yeah. So the idea is that we're what's the bill? The safe one is the one that you're going to pick, right? The safe bill. So anyway, because then we could name everything else dangerous, because that's what it is, right? These RFK bills that they're trying to pass, they're dangerous bills. We are safe bills. So it's going to be amazing. I'm really excited. So we're going to do the 501c4 stuff today. I got the website. I just bought the website, the URLs. Going to be registering those in California. Going to be doing the DBA today. The doing business as. So you can have like a separate wing within the same 501c4. Yeah, guys. Yeah, Renee is really helping with the website and everything. She's been amazing. And Island too. So it's been really cool. We had a meeting today. It was really cool. This is so beyond what I possibly ever could have thought, but everyone that I talked to seems stoked about it and wants to contribute and wants to be a part of it, and it's really cool. So yeah, getting these politicians to do the pledges, I think that's going to be a big thing for our email campaigns too. So when we have these, we need basically every single politician to respond to our pledge. Once we get the pledge going, we get the pledge going and we get the website running, and then every single politician will have to see, and we'll have to track what they're doing. And if they say no to our pledge, then it's going to be a big deal. And then we can, basically say this person's I want it to be like germ theory, basically. I want them to ask if they believe in germ theory and if they accept vaccines. So I think that's a good. Hi, Geo Music. How's it going? That's why I like that question. Like, do you think that vaccines are safer? Do you think that all vaccines are safer than the diseases they prevent. That's because a lot of times they're gonna try to wiggle themselves out. Like, oh, I mean, some vaccines. It's like, no, no, no. All vaccines, every single vaccine is more safe than the disease that prevents every single one. So that's the idea. That's the idea. So, um, yeah, yeah. Um, I'm excited. I'm really excited. Really cool. I didn't have anything to go over, any videos or anything. I gotta go a little earlier. Thanks, Jamie. I gotta go a little earlier when Mrs. Dr. G comes home. Her flight gets in like at 11, so she's gonna be here like at 11:30. Gotta go a little earlier, but yeah, that was my idea. That's my plan for stream tonight. Chill. How many clones do I own? One. Like Tom Ford Gray. Let me see. Tom Ford Gray Vetiver. Yeah, Tom Ford Gray Vetiver. I just have one. Just get one nice one. That's all you need, dude. An Alde Talet. Yeah. Yeah. Just get one. Thanks, Stars. All right. I know. That last night was really long. I did not go to jujitsu today. Oh dang, really? Oh, Manny. Oh, you know what's funny is that I was asking her if we wanted to do something special for like my 10,000 follower thing, and then I went from like I did um Dean's show, and I went from like 9,000 to 13,000 like overnight. So so like I guess maybe we'll wait for 20,000 or something. I don't know. So she's not as she thinks it's a little weird, but it's a little intimidating. Um I'll have to take up a picture of my streaming setup. So sometime, but she's like a little intimidated by it. But it's not bad. It's a little weird. I remember the first time, just the idea of like everything being recorded and just being on camera is a little weird. No, don't wait. Don't wait. Yeah. Well, I gotta have something for 20,000. I don't know. I didn't have anything else, Renee. So I don't have anything else planned. So it is a little weird. You get over it really quickly, though. It helps me with honestly my public speaking. Really, it like just I started streaming at the second half of my PhD, and you're doing a lot of presentations anyway for a PhD. So I think that kind of it melded well, just having to do presentations constantly and then do this. Giving an hour long presentation isn't that bad when you're streaming for 4 hours or whatever. Yeah, Manny. Yeah, I get that. Okay. All right, Renee. I like that. I feel bad for skipping too. I think that's a good point. Yeah, Jamie, I can feel that. I feel like the worst part about being in chat is like having to use words because I've had a couple times where the streamer like misinterpreted my words, and then you're always behind. You know what I mean? You're like, no, 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 I'm sorry, and they're already like roasting you, half roasting, and you're like, Oh, that's not what I said. That's not what I meant. And it's like, oh, geez, it's so frustrating. But unless you're someone that I've like talked to, like, or you've been here every night, it's probably, I mean, no offense, I probably don't recognize you, But it's kind of weird. The Streamerino, it's this Twitch plugin thing that allows you to um, open up your card, your chatter card, and you can see their entire, history. I remember you, Abe. Don't you're here enough, man. Um, and but sometimes people come in like once a week, and they're like, "Oh, I've talked, and you've read my comment or something, and do you remember me?" I'm like, hmm? "Oh, you get my in my TikTok shop, dude. Yeah, in my TikTok shop, I'm selling it." Um, but that's yeah. I honestly wish I could do that. I wish I could bring up someone's like chat history, to see kind of like what they've done and chat, and like if this was like a sarcastic remark or something like that. But you just can't. There's really limited streamer capabilities on TikTok. Yeah. hmm Yeah. Yeah. You can on Twitch. Yep. Yeah. Yep. I can't. I can't. I can't. No, I can't. There's no way. There's no way, guys. I don't have any. Privacy, yeah, I think it is kind of good. It is kind of good. Privacy is a little bit better, to be honest with you. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, Jamie. Yeah. The slash S thing is good. I do feel like, especially in like a new chat or something, if I'm coming in with a sarcastic remark, it's like I have to do the slash S just to like make sure that everyone knows. um, that's usually how yeah. Anyway, I know. Yeah. Man, did you guys see the fallout from all that stuff? That's crazy. The freaking Megan Kelly's like remarks, like what in the world? It's like 15 isn't like 5. Like she was like you're like what in the world? I couldn't believe that. That was absolutely wild. Yes, yeah, exactly. Reading fast and flip the sentence structure. Yeah, exactly, Renee. Are you shipping to Canada? Yeah, I think so. I think it all ships. I don't handle it. It's all through Fourth Wall, and I think we do. It's like for some reason like Puerto Rico isn't one of them, but I think it can all. Yeah, it can go to Canada. I think so. If you can't, could you tell me? Thoughts on all the research people leaving the U.S. for Asia and Europe? I think we don't know how it's going to impact science yet. We don't know how many people are going, and we don't know the impact of science being stifled in the United States yet. It's pretty bad right now, but it is it as bad as Europe in the 40s? Like probably not. Like probably not. Like that was a mass exodus of Jewish people. The physicists and stuff. I mean, so yeah, it's a little bit different. Um, but there it is happening. It definitely is happening. I know people that are doing it. I know a few people who have left. Uh, oh, okay. Okay, Ram. Interesting. I'm already leaving if my PI leaves. Okay. Yeah, that would be amazing. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't. That's honestly one of the things I wish I had done, even without Trump. Had like lived in a foreign country for a little bit. I thought that it's just a good idea. I'm bummed. I can't now. There's like, I mean, I'd have to like move. I can't like dabble with 4 kids and a wife. Okay, cool. And so yeah, you gotta have like some stability with kiddos and you're gonna move like that, it's got to be like a one-time move, and you don't move again. So, I don't know. Mrs. Dr. G wants to go to Australia. That's her. That's her out. That is her dream. Yeah, Costa Rica. You know what's funny, Miss Cake? We actually honeymooned in Costa Rica. It was really, really cool. It was really fun. We loved it in Costa Rica. It was really awesome. Mike Johnson closed the house again? They closed the house again? Oh, I guess they normally do, and there's time anyway. So, yeah. You don't have to pay me, Diamond. You don't have to pay me. Of course. You can have all. Yeah, of course. Really, more to New Zealand. That'd be interesting. Huh. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think so. For skilled work, yeah. Yeah, exactly. It's just, I'm always going to be an American no matter where I am. You know, I'm always going to be an American. And people are going to see me like that and say, hey, what are you doing over here? You know what I mean? I'm never going to be able to immigrate fully. You know, they're always going to chastise me and rib me for leaving, and not fixing America before I left, kind of thing, you know? We just lost 3 doctors to Canadian healthcare. We lost 2 MPs over the summer. Wow. Wow, that's a little bad. Yeah, I mean, what do I do? I'm a scientist. Yeah, I'm a scientist that I do like molecular biology, so basically like genetically modifying things. I always wonder if they hate us anyhow with what we've done to immigrants. Yeah, yeah, I mean, it's valid. Okay, nice, Serena. Yeah, you can work anywhere. That's nice. Yeah, my this is Dr. G's a healthcare worker, and uh, hopefully, as a scientist, I could get somewhere. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see, man. We'll see. But I'm not. I just, yeah. I'm too stubborn. I'm too stubborn to leave. I'm way too stubborn. Who was your guest on the video you posted to October 9th, 19th? Oh, I don't know. I'd have to look back. Oh, we're leaving for the third term. Yeah, yeah, yeah. They keep quitting. Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, Miss Cake. That makes sense to me. Yeah, that makes sense, Diamond. Yeah, go where your doc where the minus 80 goes. I graduated with my PhD 2023, so it was just recently. What do you think of the future of CRISPR, and what do you mean by IPS? What do you mean by IPS? What is IPS? I don't understand. Hi, Just Kristen. How's it going? I mean, CRISPR is incredible. I mean, it's going to be the future. Hi, Ducray. Um, yeah, I mean, I've been working with CRISPR since like 2014, man. I love it. It's basically the cool thing about CRISPR is the modularity of it. You know, you can always attach things to Cas9. You can alter CRISPR to make it dead. You know, you can alter the editing ability so it's not making double-stranded breaks or indels, and it can make, you know, single point mutations like the David R. Liu did. Yeah, it's incredibly diverse, and that's really why it's really taken off, and how easily it is to make. You know, how quickly it is to just change out the guide RNA sequence. I mean, the CRISPR RNA is like 110 base pairs, so it's super easy. You can just like put that in with the PCR. You know, you don't have to even um, synthesize a long fragment. Why is CRISPR so much popular than bridge editing? Doesn't that latter have less mistakes? Bridge editing? Do you mean like Golden Gate? I don't know what bridge editing is. Bridge editing. Bridge RNAs direct programmable recombinations for target. Okay, yeah, I didn't know that. Yeah, it's basically the modularity about Cas9. It's not just about the targeting and the ability to edit something. It's like how you can change and use the Cas9 for different things. Okay, so CRISPR has two elements. It has a magnifying glass and a pair of scissors. So basically, the magnifying glass kind of like looks through and scans through the genome. You can think about it like as a control F, on your keyboard, and it finds that specific spot. And then it has scissors, right? And then those scissors come and make the edit. So it's kind of like it can just make a double-stranded break and make it a change. And that change in most systems is going to come and make a knockout. So knockout is when basically a protein can no longer be made from the nucleotides. Something called like an indel happens, which is an insertion or a deletion of the nucleotides. And they have to be very specific. Like DNA comes in these 3 codon pairs that everything comes, this triplet that just goes down. And if you shift anything or if you move anything, it just doesn't work. And what happens is that you get a bunch of stop codons, which are the stop codons are the stop signs. And we get these premature stop codons. So that means that the machinery comes down that's making protein, it stops and it's like, oh, okay, I'm done here. So instead of the full length protein, it just creates this little truncated thing that doesn't do anything. So the idea is that CRISPR, and we have had DNA editing technologies for a really long time. Zinc finger nucleases, endonucleases, talons, tau-like effector nucleases. And then CRISPR came along. And really, the CRISPR is just so much faster. Zinc finger nucleases took like months in order to design. The talons took about a month, and CRISPR is like overnight. So that's how fast it is, like literally overnight. I've had primers get on my desk the day after. Like I put the order in at 10 p.m. and then in the morning, it's like on my desk at 10 a.m. within 12 hours. And so that's how fast you can do it. You can just easily add it in just through a simple PCR, and PCR is kind of like that's the hammer and nail of a molecular biologist. So it's super easy. Just throw it in and you're done. You can do that the editing that day. So it's incredibly fast. And really super fast, super efficient. And those scissors, okay, so we have the searching, right? We have the eyeglass, and then we have the scissors. So the searching part is called the guide RNA, and that's what guides it to the specific sequence. And then the cutting, the scissors, is the Cas9, which clips it, right? But the cool thing in what we were talking about with the modularity is that you can actually add things to the scissors. So imagine if you had like a scissors and then you had like a little basket underneath, and you could add stuff that would be nice to have after you've made a cut with scissors. So maybe you put some glue in there. That'd be nice. Glue would be nice. Or what if you put something that matches the other ends and a little piece of glue, so that if you make the cut, then you have like little pieces there that you can just put right in, and you can insert a little piece of DNA. And that's what we can do. We can like tether a little piece of DNA right there that can just stop, like insert right into that part of the genome specifically, and create it's called an insert. So you can do awesome things like that. You can also, it's called, during the process of making a protein, you go from DNA to RNA to proteins, right? And DNA is editing on CRISPR is editing on DNA. But what if on that piece of DNA we put up a roadblock? So instead of a search glass, an eyeglass, and scissors, maybe we put on some sticky glue or something, some roadblock thing. We put a roadblock on the DNA. So now when it tries to transcribe and it tries to it goes from DNA to RNA, it can't do that. So that's called interference. So CRISPR interference. You can do that with RNA, called RNAi, RNA interference, but it's a little harder to do. It has more off-target effects. CRISPR is more programmable. And then you can also do a lot, like you can also upregulate things. So let's say you want to, CRISPR interference. So we talked about knocking out a gene, making it inoperable, so it can't be used anymore. We talked about interference, which downregulates the transcription of that event or of that protein, stops it from being made. And then now the last one is that you can actually go up. You can upregulate something. So there's things in molecular biology where basically there's like a landing strip. Like there's all these like imagine all these planes at an airport, right? And the planes are in their hangars, and they don't know where the takeoff is, the off ramp, the runway. And then all of a sudden, like a huge light comes down and says, "Hey, this is the runway right here, guys. This is the runway right here." And then all the planes come up and they're like, "Okay, this is my runway. Cool. I'm gonna take it off." And now all of a sudden, all the planes are taken off. So imagine that, but like with these huge enzymes that are supposed to come down and they say, "Hey, bind here in order to take off and transcribe this DNA in order to make more protein. Like land right here." It's called it's called an upstream activation sequence, UAS. So this is upstream of the DNA. The idea being that now you can have CRISPR land, and right before that open reading frame, you can have CRISPR act as an upstream activation sequence where CRISPR has like this, signal like, "Hey guys, land over here, land over here, land over here." And then it lands, and then it increases the transcription rate of that protein. So there's lots of things that you can do. You can knock out genes, you can downregulate, you can upregulate, you can edit DNA from an A to a C, all that kind of stuff. So there's just lots of things that you can do with CRISPR, and that's honestly just touching the surface. So that's like the basic. You can do. There's like crazy things with FRET, which is fluorescent resonance energy transfer. That's a cool one. That's when you can change colors. You can, if it's made, then you can have like a thing that's like the thing that it's made. You can turn it from a green to a yellow, or there's so many different cool things that you can do with CRISPR. It really is wild, and it's really limitless. That's why it's so popular, and that's why it took off so much. Oh yeah, Diamond, you're always good to say anything in chat. You're all good. That's crazy is that I've honestly thought about doing like a little whiteboard thing. I did think about that, like a second. I actually have a second camera, like a bad camera, webcam, like just thinking about that. So, but I haven't set it up yet. Hey Ducray. When did you decide on this career path as a scientist? When I was like I wanted to be a environmental like ranger, protecting our forests and stuff and our environments, working for the National Forest Service or something like that. I just found the research so boring in ecology. I'm an ecology undergrad major, but I just found the actual research so boring. So I took a class, it was called Molecular Methods, and it really talked about how um, you can use molecular biology, what we're talking about right now with like CRISPR and all that kind of stuff, in order to actually like save the world and save like, help mitigate the harm that humans are having on the environment. So I was like, whoa, I want to do that. Hell yeah. So that's right. Yeah. Yeah, debate doc. Yeah. RNAi happens in the body. Yep. Yeah. Hi Marissa. So yeah, I mean, pretty much anything that we use as a biotechnology is just repurposed after billions of years of evolution. So, it's wild. It is so crazy. And we basically steal all these ideas that we see from nature, and then we just change a couple of the nucleotides around, and then that's like, oh, we invented this. Let's patent it. And you're like, bruh, like how could you patent CRISPR? You know what I mean? Like, and I mean it does happen, and it did. Um, you really have to make it original though. That's the thing, is that you have to make it original. So the Zhang paper and the Church Lab for their thing. Oh, thank you, Bare Necessity. They they made it on a plasmid. That is what like really changed everything, is that they just made it on one plasmid and that was it. I didn't get it, Marissa. I didn't get it. Yeah. Have you read the new enzyme paper on transplants? No, I haven't. I know. I know. They asked for my references and everything. It's wild. I don't understand. I don't. No way. Bare Necessity. Incredible. Dude, you are incredible, Bear. Wow. 29. All right. Guys, 533. Incredible, guys. Give it up for Bare Necessity. In 3, 2, 1. All right. You are amazing. Yeah, I hope so. Um what a lovely face to be given to a vaxxer. I'm a scientist, dude. Of course I'm gonna be pro vaccination. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Oh, MV Human, what's up? Oh, thanks, bro. Um Oh yeah, Marissa, you're incredible. 8? Oh my gosh. Guys, 541. Let's go. Marissa, give it up for Marissa in 3, 2, 1. No, you're not a scientist. No, you're not a scientist. That's like saying I'm a scientist and I don't think evolution's real. Like that doesn't make any sense. You're sorry, you're not. Sorry. Doesn't work that way. I'm a scientist. I'm a dentist, and I don't support brushing your teeth. That's like nah. I'm sorry. You don't get that. You don't get that. Sorry. Doesn't work that way. Whoa. No, you're not, Mama. No. I don't care what job you have. I don't care what degree you have. If you don't support vaccines, then you're not a scientist. This is what it is. That's what it is. This is your peer review. I'm sorry. Failed. Um, I didn't. I'm looking it up right now. Oh, is this the wait, is this the RNA? Oh, is this the one that revs up the immune system and then the people are living longer with the after getting the mRNA vaccines? Oh, okay, so it's similar. I'll have to read it. Oh, one second. Okay, Mama, you could just go and be, you know, and you could just like request up. But yeah, I'm sorry, but like neurofeedback therapist isn't a field of science. You realize that, right? You realize that? No, you're not. No, you're not. Oh my god. I'm not even gonna play your videos. This is bad. This is bad. I wouldn't. I wouldn't. Yeah, I wouldn't request up if I were you. I wouldn't. Let's just say that I wouldn't. That I would just stay where you are and never request up because I'm not actually a scientist. So that would be really bad for you. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah. Potato EEG. What is EEG? Okay. Perfect. I can't wait to hear. Again, just even using like a brain they have like one of those brain things that they put on someone's head and then they're like, "Oh, wow. This side and this side are lighting up, so that means that you need like rosemary like tinctures, for sure. Here's $100 a month, subscription package that you need to buy now." So, that's bad. That's bad. Um oh, Lady Gator, how's it going? Okay, cool. Yeah, Debate Talk. I want to read this. I know you already said that. Okay, yeah, but that's not science. You don't understand what science is. That's not what science is. God. I said rosemary, but I mean, yes, I am serious, and you need to request if you want anything else. So that's not what science is. Like you don't understand. Well, you'd have to know. You're gonna have to know. You'll have to figure it out. Okay, we're gonna actually. Yeah, exactly. There is no process. It's just it's just like a I'm gonna heal you. I'm somewhat of a scientist myself. Like it's so weird. Oh God, guys, I'm not. I'm deep. This is not bad. This is bad. I need to not. Oh my God. Oh God. Okay. Okay. I gotta stop. I gotta stop. This is so stupid. Okay. Go to my website. There's no. I don't. There's no website in your profile, and I don't like what you have to like request stuff if you want that type of like individual attention. It's very selfish of you to just sit and chat, and you know what I mean. Like it's selfishness. You're. I don't want to give you the definition, or it's gonna really spoil. There's spoiler alert. You know what I mean? It's just there's a lot going on there. Okay, well that's your fault. Hi, MDZ. How's it going? Okay. All right. We're gonna talk about actual science. So Anna, you should just check to see if this is what you do. If this is if this is your procedure that you're following here. To follow along. I'm sure this is what you're normally doing. But we're just gonna talk actual science if you don't mind. Okay. Immune checkpoint inhibitors, ICIs, extend survival in many patients with cancer but are ineffective in patients without pre-existing immunity. Extend survival in many patients with cancer but are ineffective in patients without pre-existing immunity. Okay, so it has to be they have to have no pre-existing immunity. Although personalized mRNA cancer vaccines sensitive tumors Although personalized mRNA cancer vaccines sensitive tumors to ICI by directing immune attacks against pre-selected antigens, personalized vaccines are limited by complex and time-sensitive manufacturing processes. Here, we show that mRNA vaccines targeting SARS-CoV-2 also sensitize tumors to ICIs. What? What? mRNA vaccines targeting SARS-CoV-2 will sensitize tumors to ICIs. Wow, that's wild. In preclinical models, SARS-CoV-2 mRNA vaccines led to a substantial increase in type 1 interferon, enabling innate immune cells to prime CD8 T cells that target tumor-associated antigens. Concomitant ICI treatment is required for maximal efficiency in immunologically cold tumors, which respond by increasing PD-L1 expression. Similar correlates of vaccination response are found in humans, including increases in type 1 interferon, myeloid lymphoid activation in healthy volunteers, and PD-L1 expression on tumors. Moreover, receipt of SARS-CoV-2 mRNA vaccines within 100 days of initiating ICI is associated with significantly improved median and 3-year overall survival. Wow, in multiple large retrospective cohorts. Yeah, that's what they did with the other one. Yeah, me neither, Renee. It's hard. This is really jargon heavy. It's hard. I don't know. I know like half of this stuff, guys. It's good. It's good to feel discomfort. It's okay. This benefit is similar among patients with immunologically cold tumors. Together, these results demonstrate that clinically available mRNA vaccines targeting non-tumor related antigens are potent immune modulators capable of sensitizing tumors to ICIs. That's the big takeaway. That's the big takeaway. These results demonstrate that clinically available mRNA vaccines, right? Those are mRNA vaccines, just like the SARS-CoV-2 ones. Those things, the SARS-CoV-2 and just anything, really, just any of them, are potent immune modulators. So there's something about the mRNA vaccines themselves that become potent immune modulators. And those things, those mRNA vaccines, are capable of making tumors sensitive for the first time. So it's like that actually was really cool. What's up, dude?
It's so cool.
Yeah, dude, that's really cool.
The the intro actually breaks it down pretty nice. It's like a little less jargon heavy than the abstract. I think they just tried to pack everything into the abstract.
Yeah.
But the idea is that tumors create this, so they call it this like immunosuppressive tumor microenvironment, characterized by, they say, like telerogenic dendritic cells, myeloid suppressor cells, and regulatory T cells. So regulatory T cells, you know, of the Nobel Prize recently, but like anti-inflammatory, downregulate the immune response. If you have tolerogenic dendritic cells are supposed to be, for people in the audience, these antigen presenting cells. So they're supposed to be taking these, tumor antigens and presenting them to, like helper T cells to
Uh-huh.
kick off the adaptive immune response. But if you have these tolerogenic ones, they're not, presenting these antigens appropriately. They're kind of helping shield it. Myeloid suppressor cells, acting kind of similarly to regulatory T cells, sort of downregulating the immune response. And then
Uh-huh.
PDL1 is programmed death ligand 1, and it's a ligand that binds to, I think, cytotoxic T cells to kick off like apoptosis, like programmed cell death.
Mm-hmm.
And what tumor cells will do is they'll downregulate PDL1. So they'll remove that ligand so that it can't bind with the immune cells and kick off the kind of apoptosis cascade, leading to, like death of the tumor cells.
Yeah.
And so they create this like nice little microenvironment where like, all of the immune cells aren't really, responding appropriately. They're downregulating the immune response. The tumor cells themselves have downregulated these antigens that would otherwise be kind of markers or flags for the immune system to go in and like kill the tumor cells.
Mm-hmm.
And so interferon 1 is one of the primary. So like if you've got, I mean, and this part I'm sure like if you've got virally infected cells, they secrete interferon 1,
Okay.
and that helps activate, the kind of cytotoxic side of the adaptive immune system, of the adaptive immune response.
Okay.
And so when you give these mRNA vaccines, the mRNA is highly like immunogenic, and it kind of simulates that sort of virally infected microenvironment where you've got secretion of interferon 1
Mm-hmm.
by these, I mean, I don't know if it's the tumor cell specifically, but like that kind of like cellular microenvironment, it leads to this production of interferon 1. Interferon 1 again helps recruit those cells. It also helps recruit like macrophages and other stuff like that,
Mm-hmm.
which are like antigen presenting cells. So you have now the sort of recruitment of these cytotoxic cells, as well as antigen presenting cells, active, functional antigen presenting cells, unlike these tolerogenic, dendritic cells. And so you kind of pull in all of these sort of immune resources that, the tumor cells were being shielded from.
Wow.
Interferon alpha is also like a, very potent, like inflammatory cytokine. And so it's kind of revving up the immune system, and then also helping, locally recruit all of these, functional, helpful immune cells that then can help kill the cancer.
That's so cool. Dude, I mean, this is the good like closing paragraph here. These findings define a role for widely available vaccines for enhancing the efficacy of cancer immunotherapy. Although we focus on a single therapeutic due to its wide availability, which is the SARS-CoV-2, the COVID vaccine, right? These data could pave the way for other universal mRNA therapeutics specifically designed to reset patient immune systems for enhanced response to immunotherapy. That's wild. That is so cool, man.
Yeah, and so like oh, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
I was gonna say, so like like if there's this tumor microenvironment that's shielding these cancer cells from immune activation, if you then kind of expose them, you kind of destroy this sort of protective tumor microenvironment, then they become, in addition to more susceptible to your own immune system, more susceptible to immunotherapies. And so you get this like synergistic effect with immune therapies that otherwise wouldn't necessarily be that effective because the immune system couldn't really get to the tumor in the first place.
Yeah, dude. Oh my gosh, look at this. We show that even a local injection of RNA LNPs containing the N-methyl pseudouridine to minimize innate immune activation produces sufficient stimulus to reprogram the TMEs and sensitize tumors to ICI. That's wild. So
I know,
that's
so
just
cool.
the pseudouridine. It's insane. Wow.
Pretty sick.
Guys, that's like, that isn't that, what it's saying there is that it's just the, you know, basically a bunch of the pseudouridine is kind of the uracil in RNA that we
Mhm.
are planting. They're replacing that in the nucleotides of the RNA vaccines. So what they're doing is that they just put a dummy in there. They just put a spacer in the um and surrounded it with the LMPs. So it's definitely so it's just it's you're you know, in a lot of science experiments you're trying to remove variables, right? So they removed the variable of the sequence of the SARS-CoV-2 vaccine, and they said, "Hey, if would it work with like any sequence of the the nucleotides?" And that's what they were testing.
Yeah,
Hi, Ness.
and I mean it makes sense. Like all of these immune responses, developed to respond to viral threats, and a viral threat, realistically, your body's just recognizing
Yeah.
some sort of like foreign genetic material, uh, and many viruses are RNA viruses. So if you're putting in this foreign RNA that your body doesn't recognize
Yeah.
as endogenous, it's going to kick off essentially the viral immune response.
Yeah, exactly. That's so wild, man.
I
That
know.
is so
And so,
cool.
like, it's such a good defeater for all these people who are talking about, you know, oh, COVID vaccine, carcinogenic,
Yeah, it's
blah,
like
blah, blah, blah,
literally the
blah.
opposite.
Exactly, exactly. And like you already had the one showing, mortality benefit in cancer, but here there's like you know, at a mechanistic level, you can say, hey, not only is there no really conceivable mechanism for the COVID vaccine to be carcinogenic,
Hmm.
in fact, we have a mechanistic understanding of how the COVID vaccine could, in fact, be, you know, anti-cancer.
Hmm. Yeah, it's crazy. Did you get that, Anna? Are you still in chat, Anna? I know you're a scientist, so I wanted to get your input on here too. Anytime, any if you wanted to speak up. Um,
Like
the-
no one can argue with nature either. Like how do you like? Oh, it was published in like a third-rate journal. No, no, no.
bro,
It's a
it already has
paper.
97 public citations. Oh no,
That's so
related.
funny.
So, oh, okay, wait, sorry, no, related public related citation count. Okay, it's four. Never
Okay,
mind.
I was gonna say
Four. Okay, cited
it
by
was
four.
published
I was like,
like
oh my
three
gosh.
weeks ago. So I
Yeah,
was like,
yeah,
holy
yeah.
crap.
But I guess, oh, this is sorry. I was reading the related citation. So that's like has to do with the keywords here. But yeah, already by four. That's pretty gnarly. Okay, yeah. Many mRNA COVID vaccines may turbocharge cancer immunotherapy research. So this is some
Like a letter at the end or
commentary.
kind of
Yeah, letter.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly, guys. It's really cool. A bunch of preprints on it. Yeah, four preprints and a editorial. That's cool, man.
Yeah. So I don't know. I just thought I
Thank
might be
you.
able to come and
No, that's
help,
cool.
digest that a little bit more.
That's amazing. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate you coming up. Always, you're always welcome, bro. To
Yeah,
come.
for sure.
Um, yeah, man. Dang, that's so wild. I mean, it's just, dude. What really makes me so mad is that like they're trying to ban mRNA vaccines. They're trying to ban this research, guys. They're trying, like,
That's like
legitimately. They're trying to ban this research in states right now.
that's like when the freaking Bush administration in the early 2000s uh, tried to ban like stem cell research.
Yeah, exactly.
And thankfully we moved past that, but it's like, here's this, potentially transformative technology. And I mean, and that, like that one, I mean, I think, you know, also based on, pretty dumb grounds like, oh, blah blah religion, blah blah fetal something something
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
Like I think still pretty dumb. But this is even worse. This is just like, hey guys, we started all these conspiracy theories
Exactly,
around the
man.
COVID vaccine and mRNA vaccines. And now we're committed to this whole conspiracy theory thing.
Yeah, exactly.
So we're just gonna have to like stick it out and just like double down and try and ban them all together
Because
because
like literally what it is, their evidence is like a PowerPoint deck of like McCullough in like 2020 that just had like some dark dots on like some histology slides, and that's it. They're like that's all the date. It's all the data that we need, and we're gonna ban it. And you're just like, what in the world? But that's so cool, man. That's
if that's the level of
crazy.
evidence that I could use in my research,
Stage
my
3 and
life would be
stage
so much
4
easier.
non-small cell lung cancer. Oh my God! It's treated at University of Texas too.
Oh yeah, no. So I looked at all of the because I was talking about this with somebody else who was doing some like vaccine skepticism stuff,
Hmm.
and they were like, "Oh, they were probably paid off by like the, Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation
Hmm.
and something about the Rockefellers." And I was like, "Okay,
Hmm.
anti-Semitic vibes, great."
Exactly,
Um,
dude. Exactly.
and but I mean, like there are no like funding disclosures, which I mean, I was to be expected. But I was like looking at all the authors, like okay, like let's see where they're all from. It's all MD Anderson,
Oh
Baylor, and like McGovern Med School, which is UT Houston.
yeah.
Because I mean, just MD Anderson's in Houston, so it's just all like the which is like if there are a couple of like medical meccas in the U.S., it'd be like Boston and like probably Houston.
Uh-huh.
Uh, like the Houston Medical District is I think like the largest just self-contained like medical area maybe in the world. But you've got some like the top institutions, like the maybe like the first, second best cancer institution in the country, and like that's pretty unimpeachable. Like you can't,
Yeah. I mean, it's
yeah,
yeah. I mean, Nature's the top journal in the world, man. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, it's amazing. That's wild. I mean, I guess, man, that's crazy that that's back to back studies too, and they're doing these retrospective studies, which is interesting. I mean, it makes sense because there's so many people that got the vaccine.
yeah.
That's cool. That's really cool. Well, Dad, dude,
Um,
how did it go? I saw you're making the debate circuit, um, with like Ian and stuff today. That's cool.
oh, who me? Yeah, yeah. No, I've made some friends, some of the kind of debate creators. I mean, like I just watched them for the longest time, and
Hmm.
then maybe like a year ago, and the whole time that I've been watching, like I always just had this like little kind of thing in the back of my head. It's just like I'd feel so pained at like the kind of the medical misinformation or at the
Yeah.
very least the kind of like low level of kind of like health or medical literacy that was going on. And like even when the kind of like debate creators were trying to combat some of the misinformation, they you know were doing their best, but they had like a limited knowledge base and a limited
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know kind of like vocabulary to sort of deal with it. And at one point I was just like, oh my god, like I can't stand this. I remember what it was. It was on like a very very late night because I have a terrible sleep schedule.
Hmm.
But like a very late night stream, and it was some guy spouting off about um abortion and like why don't women just go through with the pregnancy, whatever, it's not a big deal. And I was like, do you understand how like how difficult pregnancy is and how dangerous pregnancy is,
Yeah.
like beginning to end, the moment you conceive till the moment you deliver, like your life is at risk the entire time,
Yeah. It's
you
true.
know and I was like trying to break it down for him, um and that was my little entree. And then
Nice, man.
it just kind of slowly popped on lives, and
Yeah.
I'm just trying to kind of do what you're doing, just like trying to increase the level of like kind of medical information on this app.
Yeah, dude, you're doing a
Which
good
is
job at it, man. It's awesome.
thank you.
I love it. When I listen, I always, whenever I see you in some place, I always try to join if I can. And yeah, dude, I think it's it doesn't take like you can, as a panelist, like you can add a lot. You can add a lot of and it helps the host out too, and like they like and so I think yeah, keep doing it. You know, you're making a big difference.
I appreciate that. Yeah, no, it's been interesting and a fun journey. I think at some point I'm going to start trying to do my own lives. I don't know. I don't know how
Nice.
successful that'll be.
Yeah. Yeah,
But
it's like a different thing, you know. I mean, it's kind of like the whole um it's a different feel for sure. You know, but I think at the end of the day, you have more of a say, like shaping, you know, the conversation and stuff. So, um, yeah, it's just different. It's just different. But yeah, yeah, man, I would go for it if you want, if you ever wanted to, you know. But I would, yeah, whatever you want.
appreciate that. All
Yeah,
right. Thanks,
yeah,
man. Have a good
yeah.
night.
Oh yeah, have a good one, debate talk. Have a good one, man. Yeah, Skog. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, in a good way, you know, like you can make a big difference, you know. I think it matters. Some panelists, I mean, sorry, some hosts are really hands off. It's really interesting. It's really interesting going through. You know, a lot of them are like really hands off and just gonna like let it happen. I don't know if they're like doing stuff on the side. Like, are they doing like work from home stuff or something? And they, they have the whole panel. It's just like 8 people just yelling at each other, and they're just like do 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 do. I don't know. Um, but yeah, science, man. Science is so cool. Yeah, exactly. Oh, do they? That's funny. Oh, really, Rapture? So they're like joining panels themselves while they have like an open forum and the people can just go up there. That'd be wild. Interesting. Oh, that's funny. Wow. Guys, science is so cool. Thank you, Debate Doc. Thank you for pulling that paper to my attention, man. That was really cool. And thanks for coming up for talking about it. Immunology is definitely one of my weak points in my microbiology knowledge set. So yeah, yeah, exactly. Debate Doc. Um, so I honestly want to like a deep dive learn about immunology one of these weeks. Um, yeah, yeah. No, you did a good job, Scott. Yeah, you do a great job. Whenever I'm on, it's a good time. Yeah, I agree. Um, yeah, you're active in a good way, Scott. All right, guys. Well, wow, that's a great. That is an awesome. So basically, to sum up what we know, there's a lot of benefits to these mRNA vaccines that we are just beginning to discover. A lot of benefits, specifically anti-cancer and anti-tumor, and it basically helps unlock other immunotherapy for cancer patients. And we're just trying to understand how those we're we're beginning to understand the mechanism now, and it helps. It helps a lot. That's really cool. I wonder if that has anything to do. I wonder if like if that's going to help with long COVID. I wonder if the if we could tune the mRNA vaccine to fight long COVID, then if it's already revving up the immune system for tumors and cancer cells. I don't know. It's just a spitball. I have no idea. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Oh yeah, yeah, Renee, we got this. It's right here. Um, All right, guys. Yeah. Cool. Really cool. Okay, nice. Yeah. I haven't heard a debate in a while. Yeah. Yeah. I you know what's funny is that like the amount of people that have like come through and wanted to debate me has like gone down considerably. I don't know what and know why. Um I don't know what. Yeah, it's kind of weird. I thought that there it would go up and up as I Is that why? You think so? I put debates in my profile. I put debates in my profile thing, and I have debate in my name of the stream. So I was like, I thought that that would be, something. You should add a prompt to the screen. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, it's been more than the last week. So yeah, my gift goals. Okay. I just did the hand thing because that was okay. Okay, let's do this. I'll change this. What should my gift thing be? Roses? Heartme's. Heartme's is actually honestly what I would like probably the best because of it. Um because then the Heartme's like level up the stream. So that would be great. Like more Heartme's would be a big thing actually. That would be really nice. Okay, done. Thank you. Thank you guys. Thank you. All right. Okay, cool. Thanks guys. Thanks guys. Okay, cool, cool. Thanks for teaching me. Um I was thinking that like the debate having debate in my profile would be make it searchable because I know people do search debates. Yeah, yeah. The hearts like leveled up the ranking of the stream or something. Thank you, Culture Girl. Thank you. Thank you guys. Oh, thank you for the hearts. Thank you. Boom. Thank you guys. No way, Dina B. Let's go. See, wow. Thank you guys for the heart me's. Thank you. Um, that's amazing. Um, my daughter got flu and COVID. Good job. Dina is a good parent, guys. Give it up for a good parent. Dina B. 3, 2, 1. I was kind of like thinking, I mean, we did more like political organizing, um, I was like, I don't want people to constantly come in here and like asking for debates at the same time though. That was the idea of me taking debates out of my name. And it's just kind of like a show as opposed to debates all the time. Um, but it's still like in the title and in my description. So HC Cali, what's up? How's it going? Thank you guys. All right, nice, good lazy day. I like how you do different topics, although the alien guy was wild. I know that guy was a little on it, you know. He was I think it's tough, man. I'm still upset about yesterday. Uh, Frank, I'm sorry. Yeah, yeah, Rapture. It was yeah, it was crazy. Yeah, there was a guy that wanted to do flying, a lot of flying stuff. It was interesting, guy. I think like it's hard to it's hard. It's hard to I think that guy, I don't know what it was, but it like reminded me of like conspiracy nostalgia, where I was like, yeah, man, this is what conspiracies used to be like. This is what it was like 20 years ago, 25 years ago. Like art, it reminded me of like going, like listening to a Art Bell episode. Yeah, exactly, Ellen. And, and I was like, dang, this, I'm like nostalgic for this, where it was like, I can't believe it, you know? And, and then sure enough, like, it just made me think about all of those, nights going to bed listening to Coast AM, and yeah, I think exactly debate talk. That's exactly right. Yeah, the good old days when conspiracy theories were quaint and innocuous and fringe. Exactly, dude. Exactly. And I was like, yeah, man, this was like took me back to a time when and that I was like, wow, this is what it used to be like, you know, and um now it's like seeped into everywhere, you know. Thank you, Nick. Seeped into everywhere. And it's just, it's like intoxic. It's just, you can't get rid of it. You can't get rid of conspiracies. Like before, you used to like really have to like seek out and like, whoa, you believe in like this crazy stuff. Like what? Like you really believe in, you know, Bigfoot? You know, Bigfoot never came back. That's actually kind of weird. Isn't that weird, guys? Like flat Earth came back, but Bigfoot didn't. Isn't that weird? It did. You guys hear people talking about Bigfoot now? You think Bigfoot is a big in the conspiracy world? That doesn't seem like it. It seems like flat Earth is like the hotness. You know, it was actually really funny. I was listening to Joe Rogan. I mean, stars they work, they're just expensive, you know, and like whether it's a small percentage increase, but it's not going to be like it's transformatively incredible. Joe Rogan, I was like a highlight clip of him going from um, pro conspiracy to anti conspiracy that I saw. This was like years ago, and he was talking about like his debunk of of Bigfoot because yeah, I think like Joe Rogan actually like hosted a conspiracy show where he was like affirming Bigfoot. You know, it's like wild. And then he goes, he goes to the guest and he goes, Bigfoot doesn't make any sense. Why aren't there any baby big feet? It's like you only see pictures of the big Bigfoot, But why aren't there any children? It's like that's a good point. That's a good point. He's like he's like, why don't you see any Bigfoot bones anywhere? You don't see any Bigfoot bones anywhere, and where are the children? And you're like, that's that. You know what? Gotta give it to him. I actually gotta give it to him. I gotta give it to him. That was a really, no, actually a really original takedown of it. You know, I was like, yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. But now, but now he's like just all bought in. You know what I mean? He's all bought in. But I'm from what? Wait, what, Tori? Why wouldn't you? Why would you there only be 9 or 10? 9 of 10, huh? I don't understand what you mean. I know Heather. Yeah, exactly. He doesn't even agree with his own period. It's genuinely it's the pandemic just broke him. Why why do you think the total number in US is so low? Then so low of what? What is so low? I'm sorry, I'm not following you. I think that she's saying that where she's from, most of the people follow the schedule 9 of 10. Oh, okay, cool. Nice. I'm from then 9 of 10 follow the national vaccination program from birth. Okay, gotcha. No, no, right. Oh, okay, got you. Thank you guys. I'm from Norway, and more than 9 of 10 follow the national vaccination program from birth. Ah, and why is it so low here? Okay. Um, thank you guys. Thank you about. Sorry about that. Um, I think that Americans are really susceptible to disinformation campaigns on social media. I mean, that's what it really comes down to. AI pushing disinformation to Americans, and they're believing it. I mean, that's just what it is. So it's unfortunate, and I mean, honestly, we have, imagine if Norway's king was pushing anti-vax propaganda. Imagine if the king set out and was just like, hey, every day was like saying, hey, vaccines are bad and blah blah blah. It's like you're gonna have less people that are vaccinated because of that. They're gonna trust what he says, and we have that. That's the problem with the United States, is that when people think that the president has more information than they do, and therefore when the president makes a decision, it's a more informed decision than theirs. And unfortunately, in the United States, the United the president of the United States doesn't have a presidential daily brief anymore. He doesn't take that. He's not informed by his intelligence agencies. He's informed by trash, garbage news outlets that just reinforce what he says. So it's literally a throw up, eat from the bowl of his own throw up, and then just this endless cycle of farting out his tweets, Fox News eating it up, them throwing it up in his mouth, and pooping it out. It's just an endless cycle of that. And that's how he gets all of his information. That's what happens. So it all is because of Trump, guys. It really is. It's. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. It is. Thank you, Ness. Thank you. It's true. Exactly, man. I I don't think that he's. It's. I think his speech patterns. I'm pretty sure, Cult Girl. Like people have done analyses on his speech, and it's like a second grade level. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like I'm like genuinely. Yeah, it's it's dramatically changed since 2016. Vaccine hesitancy has spiked dramatically. So it's gone from like less than 8% to 31% of the Republican Party. So yeah, it's really bad. Let's see. Analysis, Trump speech, grade level. Yeah, the 2016 campaign analysis, 6th grade level. 2017, 8th grade level. A date on October 24th. So in 2024, there's an analysis an analysis found that Trump speaks at a 4th grade level. This is in 2024. So, yeah. Yeah. It's I I've had more profound conversations with my TKer than Trump. I mean, like seriously, her sentence structure and vocabulary is more diverse. She has more diverse sentence structure in her speech. I genuinely think my TK is at a better cognitive ability than Trump. I'm not being trying to be mean. I genuinely. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. My third grader is reading like chapter books and downing like thousands of pages of summer in reading. He's like way beyond Trump. So I genuinely put him at like a transitional kindergartner. So it's like between preschool and kindergarten. Yeah. Yeah, genuinely. Like I mean, she is like, girls seem to develop faster than boys, mature. So that she's definitely more advanced in her speech. But yeah. Yeah, Ness. Yeah, that's honestly one of the cool things that we've done. At least in California, we have statewide preschool and transitional kindergarten for everyone. Helen, I don't know if he has a reading disability or not. I don't know. Um, he's so. I mean, the thing that really makes me the most mad is that how Democrats dogged on Biden like every week about his cognitive ability, but like Trump has way more cognitive decline than Biden, and Democrats never bring that up. So it's like, y'all need to like, oh yeah, Renee. Everyone constantly talks about it, constantly talk about it. But I mean, Trump is way worse than Biden ever was. So I don't know. I don't know why. Where's that energy? Where's that energy, guys? I don't know. Thank you, Louis. I'm pretty sure. Like what part, dude? Like what do you think that Trump? What do you think that Trump knows cognitively that Biden didn't? Like he doesn't know people that he pardoned 2 days ago. Like he'll pardon someone for the 2020 election fraud that he had for insurrection, and then people will ask him 2 days later, "Why'd you pardon this guy?" And he's like, "What? Who? I don't know who. I've never heard that person before in my life." Like he doesn't know anything. So I mean, he's constantly inept. I mean, it's crazy. All the Diet Coke. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. Share. I don't know. That's a good question. He knows his name is all over the file. Yeah, Abe, that's the only thing that he knows. The only thing that he knows for certain is that he needs to stop those files from getting out, for sure. That's the only thing. So the Trump files. The Trump files, guys. Yeah, Heather, exactly. I mean, he didn't it's crazy to me. Is that it, Corlin? Are you really gonna do that? Why do you have why do you bring up Biden, dude? Yeah, like Biden derangement syndrome. You just constantly have to bring up um follow him. Why don't we talk about it? If Biden made a mistake by not releasing the files, then why doesn't Trump just own that mistake and like release him? You know what I mean? Make Biden look stupid and release the files. No, that we didn't have them released. Faux show. Why? What? Like if Biden had the files and he messed up and didn't release them, then and they're a nothing burger, then like why doesn't Trump just release them now? Like, do you really think that's a win for you? Are you what? Cool, Rich, go away. Go ahead. Yeah, go ask a question. How did you get into microbiology? I just worked on it with at a biotechnology company, really. So that's where I really like, got my love for micro. This administration has been the most transparent with the Epstein situation. Yeah, for sure. For sure. That's so funny. You release the photos. It's not even files, man. Release the photos of him blowing what is it, Bubba? What did he call Clinton? I love that. I'm not gay shaming. I think that's great. I'm happy that Trump is gay and gets vaccinated. He's a happy gay boy, and that's okay. I'm not shaming. It's okay. We love gay people here. The queer community is welcome here. And yeah, Epstein was emailing, seeing if Putin has the picture of Trump blowing Bubba. That's what he said. That was the quote from Epstein asking someone else. And thanks, Rich. Thank you. That's the strangest microorganism that I've ever come across. Trump's brain, for sure. For sure. It's microscopic. Yeah, HC Cali. There's so many things that have like come out from the emails that it's like honestly wild. It's so crazy. Why are you changing, Cortland? Why aren't you? I don't get it, dude. Why aren't you? Microneurology. Aw. No, dude, Cortland, you don't get you didn't Cortland's not on the new guys. You got to say 15 isn't that young. That's what you got to say, Cortland. You're not on the same, you're not, you got to get on the memo, the email. You're not seeing the same rap sheet. It's going to be, you look bad, exactly the script the email. Check your email, bro. I've collected 30,000 flat Earth government documents. Wow, wow, DJ Diaco, like that's incredible. Yeah, Manny, exactly. They're too old. Some of them are too old. Ask him if Putin has the photos of Trump blowing Bubba? Question mark. Hi, Miss Cake. How's
You
it
should.
going?
It's great. You should totally have DJ Diaco up here. He is so bonkers. He will be such entertainment.
Yeah.
So I'm going to
Feelings.
tell you about it.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Oh. Oh yeah, he's no Leonardo DiCaprio, that's for sure. Yeah, no food. I think at everyone at this point is like, wow, it's crazy. I mean, I don't know. He ran for 4 years talking about how there was this whole thing and ran on releasing these files, and he's completely poisoned the well on his own thing. I mean, Democrats, this should be the main issue that they run on. Like, he is a liar. He lied to you. He lied to you about releasing the files, and he never released the files. He lied to you about decreasing your cost of living, and he raised your healthcare cost, maybe tripled it. He's raised everyone's healthcare costs because everyone's healthcare is about to go up. It's the only people that have benefited from Trump's second administration, billionaires. That's it. Unless you're a billionaire, you've gotten screwed. That's just the fact. That's just the fact. Over, since for almost a year now, he's like almost gonna, like, looks like the new GDP numbers that are going to be released in January are atrocious. Looks like we had an economic contraction. The GDP actually contracted in this quarter because of the government shutdown. Get educated. I have actually. I don't want to spend any more time in a classroom. Thank you. Yeah. Can we actually get him out of office? It's like the 25th Amendment would probably be the best one. An impeachment and removal. You'd have to get a removal from the Senate. That's the big thing. He's definitely going to get impeached again. Like, for sure, he will get impeached a third time. But it's just whether or not he's removed and whether or not he's removed with the 25th Amendment. It would be like the 25th Amendment's even less likely to happen since he just has sycophants with him now. So yeah, Heather. At this point, the senators would be more likely to do it. JD Vance would do it. I mean, the problem with JD Vance is that JD Vance has no political career after Trump. He's awful. JD Vance has no charisma. His eyeliner's too thick. He doesn't He needs to like put on some orange makeup or something. I don't know. It's just too much contrast. He needs to like go down a couple shades, I think. Um, it's very weird. He's very weird. Doesn't have, and he's fake, and he's so you can tell that he's inauthentic. He's so inauthentic, and like that, and that's the big problem. Like, at least Trump is authentic to himself. He knows he lies to you. He thinks that his voters are idiots, and he takes advantage of them, and people know that. They know that Trump hates them. They know. But they think, hey, he hates me, but he's going to make my life better because he's going to be my asshole in there, right? He's going to be he's a dick, but he's going to be my dick for getting things done. And he fails every time. And he's lied about it. And he didn't get things done. He's raised the cost of living. Like there is no future of MAGA right now. There just isn't. So I think the only way that goes forward, this is like it's a classic like overreach. It's just like when 2006 happened and 2008 happened, where Bush like overreached way too hard, ran the economy off the cliff. The entire economy was flat. It was just barreling down. And that's the problem, is that every single time the Democrats just can't get a break and have to come in and clean up the mess of every single Republican president. Bill Clinton after Reagan. And then people are like, oh, maybe we don't need Democrats anymore. Let's go with George W. Bush. And then after 8 years of George W. Bush, people are like, oh, geez, please, we need some, like, our economy's is crashing. Please, Democrats, save us. Comes back. Obama. 8 years of Obama. Maybe we don't need Democrats anymore. Maybe things are going well enough that we don't need them. Let's risk it with Trump. Just wrecks the entire economy. Can't handle the pandemic right. Has 300,000 Americans that he killed with his awful management. Guess what happened next? We have some normalcy, right, with Biden. Some normalcy. People are like, oh, things went great. Maybe the pandemic wasn't that bad. That's the crazy thing, is that Biden did so well. The United States recovered so well after the pandemic that the conspiracy is that it didn't actually happen. That it's a fake virus. There was a fake pandemic. That it was all an elaborate plot by these corporations to make money. Can you imagine that? It's insane. Yeah, Biden did very well. And again, people think, oh, we don't need Democrats. And then let's gamble with Trump. It's wild. It's insane. Biden, for the first time ever, like in my lifetime, wages actually started to outpace productivity. They actually started to increase at a higher rate than productivity. Like, we actually got some wage gain on inflation, which is just, it's that moment. And then also Bill Clinton having a budget surplus. Those are two moments that only happened during Democratic reigns. Miss Cake, exactly, 100%. Again, again, it's like the Democrats are always starting out in the hole. You know, they're always starting out in the worst circumstances possible. And then people expect not just like a normal, you know, just going back to normalcy after starting out in such an awful spot would be normally a really good thing. But people expect like these incredible blockbuster abilities for, you know, Democratic presidents, and it's just too hard sometimes. Renee, what's up?
Hey, um, I was just thinking what you were just saying.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I come from like a really Republican family,
Mm-hmm.
and it just made me think about how like everyone in my family would be so relieved when a Democrat came in office and then they actually got some social benefits, like
Yeah.
some like food stamps or help with this or loans or like all of these different things. They totally took advantage of that,
Mm-hmm.
but would stay Republican. And I remember, sorry, I'm so rambling right now. I need to go to bed.
It's
But
okay.
I remember like Sarah Silverman went and talked to like a lot of Republican families in the South, and when they would talk very badly about like some of the safety net programs, but then when she would ask them if they used it, they always did. They always
Yeah.
did, and there's like a lot of shame around it. And so I think it's just like the big trick from Republicans is about trickle down theory and then
Mm-hmm.
shaming poor people for being poor as though they did that themselves instead of being having their fair wages withheld. So there's
Exactly.
that.
Yeah, like who like how many Republicans are like we should audit the people that are getting SNAP or getting food stamps, like
Mhm.
their food bill and what they buy should be audited. We should go through line by line and deny them the ability to get this stuff or that stuff. The biggest recipient of government funds is Elon Musk. He is the number one
Right.
recipient of Department of Defense funds.
Right.
And like where's the audit there? Where do we
Yep.
know that he's spending it all on the right stuff? But he just gets a pass, and
He's
and
not.
and we're talking about billions of dollars on that side versus like someone might be getting like a candy bar or getting chips or something like that, like as
Mhm.
if that's
One
like what.
tiny pleasure.
Yeah, exactly, like that. Yo, you
Yeah.
gotta, like, come on, man.
And Elon is spreading his wild oats everywhere. Like, what about all his baby mamas that we're
Exactly.
supporting?
Yeah,
Welfare
that's
queens. I'm just kidding.
it's wild. No, it's, I mean, it's true. I mean, it is exactly. I mean, and these the businesses that are like having, helping people apply for food stamps instead of paying them a living wage. I mean, it's just
Hmm.
these people, take advantage of they exploit. It's
Yes.
not, they don't just take advantage, but billionaires exploit the system, and
Hmm.
I feel like poor and working class people just use the system as it was intended. That.
Yeah. Yeah. The thing is, like, there's such a difference. There's a such a gap between like qualifying for assistance and then actually being able to manage on your own. There's
Mhm.
a big gap there that people can't actually make. So it forces people even to stay in a state where they need that help because they don't have the means to jump up to the next level where they don't qualify anymore, but they can afford life.
Mhm.
So I think
Yeah.
that's a huge issue. And the other thing too is like, I don't think people understand mental health, and that when people are doing well and when they feel well, they want to work.
Yeah.
They have purpose, they can find their meaning. If we funded education, if we made sure that especially, parents, women, mothers, had the ability to have their kids be watched, without there's no way. It's a huge choice between having to stay home with your kids or all of your money from working, which some people still choose to do. And I don't blame them at all, because it's really hard to stay home all day.
Yeah.
I did that, and I did part-time work on my own, and it's exhausting. It's exhausting. So yeah, the person who's from Norway, like, I think a lot of us look at some of the Scandinavian countries and see like how the people's tax money is coming back to the people and the way that it's meant to be, because we can all lift each other up. We will all do so much better and just have a happier country. Like we're just really all about oppression and keeping people down, honestly. Like, this is not the land of opportunity. It's not. There is no American dream. Anyways, I'm
Yeah.
really monologuing here.
No,
Do you have anything
that's
you want to
true.
say
Yeah, no, I mean, I think
on
that,
your show?
I mean, I think for sure you know, I think the biggest thing for Democrats, like a real winning message would be like obviously affordability, but also do like, child care or something like that, where it's just,
Yeah.
child care. It's one of those things that you don't really notice or care about when you're young, and then you're in your before kids as an adult, and then you realize that like kids basically go to school for less than 8 hours in a day. So they are, because of
Yeah.
you know
Right.
teachers have to work 8 hours, but and then they have to do things before and after. So they're really only in school for like 6 hours, and then every week we have an early out day, so they're there for like 4 hours. So it's like it's
Right.
crazy. So you like, what are you
Yeah.
gonna do? So you have after school programs, but you don't normally get into them, or there's limited spots, or they cost money, and so then you have to get childcare, after school childcare, and then that's expensive, and it's just a drain. It's a drain on the economy, and that is why a lot of people, if they don't make more than basically $1,000 a month for like childcare, for it's like supplemental childcare, like if you're working. So imagine if you have two kids, that's 48, $24,000 a year, just in that, just in that, and then on top of that, the summer is like even more childcare too, because they're off, right? So it's a huge drag on people. So I've had like cousins and stuff where it's like they weren't making a lot of money they didn't really have like a career that was going, so that's why they were just like, I'll just like stay home, and it's a drag. It's someone that wants to contribute to our society, that wants to contribute to our economy, that wants to do something, and wants to produce something. Capitalists would like, that's what they should want. They should want to like expand the economy in those ways and get those people actually working. So it's just weird. It's weird that we don't.
Yeah, I mean, you can't really talk about this without talking about like patriarchy and like how women, mothers are like forced to stay home, are shut out of different industries, and are paid less for equal work. And I just think like, if people were actually allowed to discover their full potential, like there's so many just incredibly talented, intelligent people out there who were born into circumstances where it is a lot harder to go to the next level.
Yeah.
Like, everything is designed. Anyone who thinks, oh, just work harder for it, like, you don't get it. Like, whoever this bozo is, luxury connoisseur, yeah, it's not a bleeding heart. It's just fairness. It's just fairness, and actually seeing people for who they are and what they're capable of, and trying to keep other people down is, I don't know. It's icky. It's ugly.
And it's like, I feel like especially with AI and stuff coming up, I mean, there is going to be, I feel like there should be just kind of like I don't know, like a social reset or something, where it's like, this is the job that you have. What do you want to do? Like, what is your dream job? Like, let's work on getting everyone where they want to go and where they actually want to contribute.
Yeah.
And then just like let them go 100% on that versus giving like 20 or 30% on the job that they're hating right now, because
Right.
there's no way that we're going to be able to compete with AI, and
Mm-mm.
we want people to like use AI as a tool,
Right.
and that's done by people that actually have like a mission, a passion, a
Mm-hmm.
goal to work towards. But otherwise, you will get taken out by an AI. If you're just like mindlessly doing something, that's exactly what they're trained to do, to take those tasks, those meaningless, mindless tasks, and just do
Mm-hmm.
it. So,
Yeah.
and that's honestly, that's the thing that we should be like working on now as a society. We have not, we're not fixing problems anymore. It's just,
Mm-hmm.
we're just mindlessly racing to the gutter while these billionaires just
Yeah.
pillage everything. The amount of money that
Yeah.
they have taken is just astronomical. Like
Mm-hmm.
hundreds of billions of dollars, where it's like, and we gave, all the science spending in a year is like $100 billion, and then like another
Crazy.
$100 billion just from the DoD. So like $200 billion maybe, but like, I mean, the NSF, NIH, DOE, all that kind of stuff was around like $90 billion. So the idea
Wow.
that like Elon Musk could be getting multiple years in the same year of wealth that he has, and it's like, and he hasn't given that back. Like with the guy
Mm-mm.
in chat, is he given the same impact to our society as 2 or 3 years of science innovations that our entire country has innovated? Like, are you out of your mind? Like, no, he's not. Like, Elon Musk is not a genius. He's genuinely not even that
No.
smart, man. He got
Mm-mm.
lucky with PayPal, and then he bought Tesla. Guys, he didn't even
Yeah.
found Tesla. You know?
Yeah, people think that he understands it and he doesn't. He just had a, rich family and
Yes.
then made some business decisions. That's it.
The power that he has is not from his intelligence. It's from his
Mm-mm.
money. That
Yep.
is it. He's not smart and gets things done because he is that smart. You are looking at the mass of money, and the gravity that money has attracts things to happen, and he
Right.
does it effortlessly.
It
It's
is
not like
power.
it's not because he's um bright. I mean, he just has
Yeah.
the money of nations now. It's unbelievable.
It's way too much power for somebody. Thinking about, the emails that we've seen. Can we
Hmm.
say this?
Oh yeah.
Do you do you see how they write?
Yeah, it's very weird.
They are not smart people.
And Elon was on the island, by the way. Just letting you
Oh,
know,
for sure.
he was on the island, and they one of the things that they released a couple months ago was an agenda. It was a meet and greet of Elon at the island. So like
What?
he's been there. He was like
Oh
there,
yeah.
like he was doing the thing. Like, guys, like, I mean, like, what are we
Yeah.
doing? What are we doing?
It's
And
it's
like
all the same people.
that is why, like, genuinely, guys, like MAGA and these Republicans that are they're being taken advantage of. You know what I mean? We are
Yep.
victims of these, just like they are. And
Yeah.
it is wild. We need these people to like wake up and be like, dude, what are you? These guys are pillaging our entire government, and why are you hating the libs? Why are you doing this to own the libs? Like wake up, man. Like, wake up.
Yeah. Um Lamzik. No, you're right. They do have an intelligence. They're just not necessarily like verbally intelligent or like in their communications, their spelling, any of that. Maybe they're not like intellectuals that way, but they do have like, they understand how to work within like the system, like the elite system of power and
Yeah,
like
exactly.
bullying,
It's not a
throwing
scheme.
shade
It's
around.
it's not a
Yeah.
scheme that they've done. It's just that they have money, and it attracts
Yeah.
more money. That is what
Yeah.
capitalism does. Like
Right.
the idea that um I mean that power and power and money congregates to the top is like it's a benefit of capitalism, to be honest with you, in a capitalist mind, because that is why there's the old bad companies that go out of business, and then now like more money and power congregates to the top. Like
Mhm.
that is what it's called, the hidden hand of the market. You know, that it's
Right.
they talk about it. So it it's a way that more efficient and better companies and businessmen, can have more money and power. So again, it's not a scheme. It is the how it's designed to happen.
Right. Yeah.
I think they're brainwashed multiple generations through multiple avenues and made us like, I don't see. That's the thing, is that like, I don't know if they've, it's not like marketing, that they've done. It's that, people think, I mean, it's the temporarily impoverished billionaire line, where people think that they want to be a billionaire one day, so they don't want to like hurt the
Right.
billionaires. But now the problem is that, and especially with social media, like billionaires are their Superman, so it's like you're literally like,
Right.
we're basically talking right now how to kill Superman, and people are like, why would you hurt Superman? That's not cool. Like, I want Superman on my team. And I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, no, this isn't okay. We shouldn't have Superman at all. And so it looks crazy, and that's the problem, is that, people, there's Democrats that are like, oh, I want Batman, and the Republicans are like, oh, I want Superman on my team, and these politicians are basically fighting to have them on their team as opposed to regulating them.
Yeah, I think that they're somehow we have to, the thing is they can control some media,
Hmm.
but we have to have like grassroots efforts to actually, pull the wool off of everyone's eyes and see what exactly it is that they're doing, because they are maintaining their image, but
Exactly.
yeah, it's so odd to think of them as like superheroes when really like they are the villains.
Hmm.
And
Exactly.
like there's no way that they deserve the amount of wealth that they have.
Exactly. And why do we have to deal
And
with them? Like why do we have to deal with them for our entire lives because they made one investment in PayPal, and now in the
right.
90s, and now we have to deal with these guys for the rest of our lives? Like,
Yeah,
what?
exactly.
Like, give me a
Yeah.
break, man. Like, it's
I
just give
want
us a
I want
break.
I want Bezos to be an Amazon delivery driver and have to pee into a water bottle.
Yeah.
Like there's no way that he does more work than one of them, you know?
Exactly.
Um
They need to go, like the billionaires, they just need to have their wealth, they need to have their wealth taken from them. It's just, that is
yeah,
what it
they do.
needs to happen. It has to, like a global reset where they go back to 999 like million, and that's just what it is. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know how that happens. I don't know what the thing is, but it's just, hi Jennifer. It is it's a policy failure that they're even able to exist in the first place, and it's
Yeah.
exactly why we taxed people at his, everything at the top rates at 90% before, guys, because it's
Mhm.
like people knew, we had Rockefeller before, guys. We had these huge conglomerates, and we had TR, come through and just have to bust all these companies up and try to, it's just, it, it's too much. It's too much power, and especially with AI now, especially now that
Yeah.
AI is learning off of the entire product of human civilization. They're learning off of us, and then now they're
Mhm.
gonna supplant us in our own
Yeah.
economy.
Yeah.
Like,
It's
what?
terrifying. I Yeah, I agree. Like AI is really great. Supercomputers are great for solving problems that would take so much longer for humans to do, or to take care of the jobs that are, nobody wants to do. But so that humans could actually do the things that we're good at. Like AI should stay the F out of art and any human touch necessary industries,
Yeah.
or helping things. Like we should not be having AI customer service. It's ridiculous. And I just really hope that like there will be blowback on like how everything goes, because all of these corporations just care about the C-suite and like increasing profits and laying off thousands of people.
Yeah.
And to the point where I think it will make their businesses fail. Or we have to remember our power as the majority,
Hmm.
and like not be like lulled to sleep, or complacent about this. Like we have to stay angry, you
Yeah,
know.
exactly. I think hopefully, I don't know. I mean, it's I don't know. I don't want to be doomer about the economy or something, but there's like crazy, like the amount of foreclosures that are happening now is spiking. The amount of layoffs is the same or more than 2008. Like, I don't know. I don't know. The dollar's so weak, guys. The dollar's been losing values like mad since February. It's crazy. And since April to now, the stock market's kind of been going in a rising direction, but at the same time, you think about like the stock market's always also the most expensive it's ever been because the dollar is like decreased in value at the same time. So people are putting their money into the stock market because that's like an asset that's increasing, right? But now, like if the stock market crashes because of the GDP contraction that might have happened because of the government shutdown, we might actually have like some bad stuff. Like I don't know, guys. I don't want to say anything, but it could be at some point. I mean, I always thought that Trump was going to crash the economy somehow, but it's not. It doesn't look too good for the next like 6 months. When last 2 months ago, I wouldn't have said the same thing. So yeah.
Well, and the other thing is like I'm not an expert in this,
Hmm.
clearly, but I mean, the stock market is not the best indicator for like how average Americans are doing. Like people who are paycheck to paycheck, hand to mouth. Like they don't have money in the stock market.
Yeah.
Like what about unemployment? What about the dollar, how it's doing, and like inflation and all of that? Like I don't see, like I know that the stock market is an indicator of some things, but
Yeah.
for a good portion of people in the country, like the citizens, it doesn't indicate that they're doing well.
Yeah. Basically, like the stock market hasn't been good this whole year for that's called like the 493, the S&P 493, which is like everything minus the big tech companies. So like Nvidia,
Mm.
yeah, Facebook, Apple, Google, that kind of
Mhm.
stuff. Um, they're called the Magnificent Seven, and they have like God, I think it's like 20 or 30% of the amount of the S&P. It's incredible, like overweight those seven companies, and it's because everyone has just been pouring money into those companies. So like basically capital expenditure, or the companies have been spending money, but they've been spending money trying to like buy AI. Like the entire
Yeah.
economy, guys, in the last like 6 months since April, since the Liberation Day crash, and the stock market run since then has all been based off of AI companies. So
Yeah.
those companies like stopped doing capital expenditures and they stopped spending money. Um, what is the what's going to happen? Like everyone else is already down 20 or 30%. So the important
Mm.
part is that basically the amount that those companies are spending is down because there's so much economic uncertainty because of the tariffs. So everyone's just kind of like waiting back and like seeing what's happening. Um, so that's why it's a good indicator of maybe of like future events, because if they don't have money, they haven't been spending money, all the money's been going to these only seven companies. If
Yeah.
those seven companies start going down, um,
Not
it's
good.
not a good, yeah, it's just like it's not good for like the rippling effect is going to be really bad. So
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
It's another bubble.
Yeah.
Um, hey, if everybody here sent a heart me, we could meet the live goal. But are you almost done?
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I gotta go soon
You gotta
anyway.
go. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, here's one last thing.
Mhm.
Maybe we could do a science experiment Thanks, Jessica. Thanks,
Thank you.
Robert, Daniel.
Thank you.
Ducray,
Nice.
you haven't done it yet.
Nice. Thanks, guys.
Awesome. So yeah, what we want to do is do this at the beginning of your life next time.
Okay.
Is set the life goal, and everybody, as soon as you come in, do that and tap. And even like a few people join the wait list, and you just let them sit there, and that will help. Sorry,
Thanks,
Ducray.
Marissa.
Oh, yay, Marissa. What was I gonna say? Oh, okay, a science experiment.
hmm
Let's pay an Etsy witch to you know what, wink, wink, wink. And if it works, you have to get on an essential oil program
Okay. Okay.
or
That-
something else, something better. I'm open to ideas.
Okay, yeah, I'm open to ideas or stuff like that. Yeah, I actually have I have a microscope that I haven't like set up, but that'd be cool to like to do something fun, or I don't know. Yeah, we'll have to see. But yeah, cool. Well, thank you, Renee. Thank you for everything. I appreciate you so much, and
Yeah.
thanks for coming up. Oh,
This
got
is
your
fun.
flu shot. Nice. Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh. You guys were only halfway there. Okay,
Let's
we'll
do
do
it.
better tomorrow night or whenever.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you,
thanks.
Renee. Have a good one.
Okay. Bye.
Yeah. I was thinking about doing like a fun microscopy stuff with it, but we'll see. I don't know if it doesn't have like a camera. No, that's the problem, hooking it up to the camera. It was I basically bought it to do in-field demonstrations with the kids. So yeah. Update the genetics test was you. Oh no, Char. I'm sorry, dude. Thank you guys. Thank you for your hearts. Thank you for your heart me's. Thank you guys. I don't know. Guys. Okay, guys. Well, I gotta go. My my significant other is coming back. She was on vacation all week, so I haven't seen her. So I want to be off stream when she does come. I want to hang out with her, say hi. Like, no, get out of here. I'm talking to random people on the internet. Like, no. I'm just kidding. You guys aren't. No, it wasn't. It was for school. It was for like a business trip for her. So, you guys aren't random. I'm sorry. I got looking. It was like doing that whole random thing in my brain for yesterday with the evolution discussion. Yeah. It was like a. It was like a. Yeah. I told her, I was like, it's so rare that we get time alone without the kids. Like, even if it's for school, then try to make it a little vacation, have fun with it, So yeah, it was fun, hopefully. But cool stuff happened today, guys. Yeah, we are a little random. Oh yeah, oh my gosh, the 2 people. Sorry, you got 2 vaccines. But didn't someone get it? Oh, reset your live goals. What's that? So I can goal to match the current heartbeats. Oh, okay. So why would I do that? What do I do that? If I reset it to, why do I do that? Why do I set it to 26? Because then it it knows that I've completed it. Oh, that helps with my ranking. Oh, dude, you guys are good. You guys streamers? Are you guys knowing this? Oh, okay. Achieved. Ah. Oh, it's good for the algorithm. Wow. That's cool. Okay. I didn't know that. Wow. Well, we did it, guys. We did it. We hit our things. Yeah. Thank you, guys. Thank you for your helps. Here. Oh, you guys are super active. It's crazy. I'm always the my little thing that pops up afterwards. It always says I'm 100%. I am at one of the top stream for my following every single time, like genuinely, like the amount of like engagement or the little thing it says I'm in the 100th percentile. So it's like, yeah. So you guys are awesome. I think it is really cool. Yeah, yeah, it feels awesome, guys. And Mava Renee, I didn't want to embarrass her, but she's been awesome. We had a meeting today, and so cool, guys. Can we have multiple guests on at once? I'm not opposed to it. Like, I don't know. I mean, normally I was like, for debates and stuff, I wanted to do one-on-one, but like chilling and like people that we know, then I think that would be fine. But like, I just hated I just hate the dogpiling in a debate. Oh, it helps boost it live. Oh, okay. Yeah, Dan, me too. And it's more like boring for me. I don't know. Maybe we could have like chill friends hour or something. You know, I don't know. I feel like I'm just like, yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I'm down. I'm down for whatever. But for like a debate or whatever, I would usually just like do one-on-one. So, okay, cool. Thank you guys. Thank you for the setups. Thank you for the help. I'm new to this. I'm new to the talk tick. You know what I mean? The ticky talkie. I'm sorry. It's a stupid joke. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. Sorry. All right. Shout outs real quick. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate you. Chat talk. Spam. Gift talk. Thank you guys so much. Thank you to the super fans. Thank you, F-On. Thank you to the top gifters. Rapture. Thank you. Thank you, Frank. Renee. Helen. Thank you. Culture Girl. Heather. Uncle Hippie Dan. And user 8007. And staying anonymous. Frank, Groff, Helen, Cher, Bare Necessity, Rapture, Renee. Thank you guys to the Patreons. Mrs. Dr. G, Ado, Call Me Ness. Thank you guys. Do your actions, guys. We are still targeting the same 9 states right now. Action.drgregshow.com. We have states that we are going. Dude, guys, we were just talking about a paper that was how awesome these mRNA vaccines are. Guess what? Like 3 of those actions are literally states banning those anti-cancer vaccines. How, like, come on, guys. We have got to stop that. You know what I mean? So we are targeting those. We are trying to not make that happen, and they're falling. We have multiple that have already stopped, guys. But there's 423. But you know what? They are trapped in here with us. They don't know. They don't see us happening. Can we call if they aren't our state senators and reps? Yes, Culture Girl. So yes, you can. You basically say you are calling, and in the templates are all set up for out-of-state callers. So you just basically say, I'm calling on behalf of your constituents. So yeah, you can absolutely do it. And then you're just calling in off hours anyway, so you're going to get a machine, which is fine. And then you get Culture Girl, isn't that right? Cult Girl. Cult her girl. The Discord. I could look it up, but just in case other people don't know. Oh, okay, yeah, it's all X cult girl. Okay. Culture sounds good. She's a cult. Yeah, it's a culture sounds good. That sounds better. Science is real. I almost never get to speak to a real person. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, emails too, guys. She has a new culture. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Okay, guys. Well, thank you guys so much. I appreciate you. Thank you, everyone. Oh, the link tree. My link tree in my bio is my Discord. Yeah, Heather, come hang out. Here, 1 second. I'll give you a link. Oh, it's okay. I got you. Thank you, guys. Thank you. There you go. Hang out. Oh, man. Oh, thank you, Renee. Thank you. Okay, guys. We are out. We out. We out. We did it. We did it. That was a fun day. That was a good day. Thanks, Skyhawk. Yeah, nice, dude. Welcome. Well, welcome to here. Welcome. Thank you for coming with us. I appreciate you coming here to hang out with us. See you guys tomorrow, guys. Chill night tonight. Fun night tonight. Lots of stuff happening. We chose the name. Guys, we're safe. Safe. Isn't that cool? Science and freedom for everyone. Safe. I love it. Safe. Safe bills. Safe society. Science and freedom for everyone. Yep. That's what we are. It's pretty good. All right, guys. See ya. Boom. See ya. Bye, guys. Have a good one. Have a good night. Bye. YouTube. Thank you, guys. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, guys. See ya. Peace.